Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. I thought today I would kind of sit down and do an updated tattoos and piercings. So I did one like over a year ago, and I'm kind of want to make a habit of doing this like as a yearly thing. So my last one I did, well, I've done 2 videos now, so and I all did them kind of like a year apart, and it's been a year since I've filmed my last one, so I thought I would kind of do an updated thing because I've gotten a couple more tattoos since then, and I don't know, a lot of you guys still, even though I've got the old ones up, ask me to do an updated tattoos and piercings for you. So yeah, I thought I would sit down and do that for you today because I know you guys love these whole sorts of videos. So yes, I'm gonna shut my trap now and get on to talking about my tattoos and piercings. I just realised I have gum in my mouth, so it's really impolite for me to be chewing gum while talking to you guys, so apologies. Okay, so I believe in my other videos I start off by talking about piercings and work my way up to tattoos, and I'll kind of try and go in order of when I got things done and stuff. Obviously I've had some of these piercings and tattoos for a long while, so if I get kind of like the amount of years or amount of months or whatever I've had them wrong, yeah, apologies for that. I just kind of lose track of time of for how long I've had them. So I'll go on to piercings first. Like I said, I do have quite a few piercings, kind of more than your average person, I guess you could say, and I get a lot of questions about it even when I'm just out and about. People are like, did they hurt? Especially about my cheeks, so I will go into all that now. So the first piercings, well, if we're going by first piercings I ever got, I obviously got my ears pierced. So I guess I'll just go on to my stretched lobes, even though I haven't had my lobes stretched for, like, since I got them pierced, if that makes sense. So I had my ears pierced when I was, like, a kid, and then I started stretching them probably when I was about 17 or 18, and keep in mind I'm 21 now. And yeah, I started slow, built my way up. And I think in my last video I was 22mm, and now I am up to 25. Like today, as you can see, I'm wearing my teardrop like stone ones, and yeah, they're just, I guess I'll take it out. I hate kind of showing people my lobes, but that is what they are like. So I have gone bigger since last time, and yeah, who knows with me, I don't know if I plan on going bigger again. I just kind of take it as it is. Sometimes I feel like going bigger, sometimes I feel like staying the same, so you never know, in another year's time they might be bigger again, but I pretty much have no issues with them at all. I have lots of different kinds of plugs and tunnels that I wear in them, and yeah, at the moment I'm pretty happy with the size, and yeah, they're not painful or anything like that. Obviously, if you are going to stretch your ears, I recommend thinking about it long and hard before you actually do it, because it's kind of a permanent thing, and if you're going, especially as big as my size, there's no going back. So if I did want to get rid of my stretched ears, I would have to go through a little surgery to kind of stitch my lobes back up. But to be honest, I don't really see myself getting rid of them, not for a long while anyway. So I still do love them, and I've had them for years. I know some people get them done and like a year later they're fed up with them, but I still love mine, and who knows, I might go bigger. We'll see. And then because we're on the subject of ears, I guess I'll go on to, I do have two ear piercings above my stretchers, if that makes sense. So I've only got one little earring in them at the moment, so I got one on each side, but I do actually have 2 additional just normal ear piercings above my yeah, above my stretched ears, if that makes sense. And you guys know about kind of normal ears piercing. Sorry, pugs have entered the room. If you can hear snorting and sniffing, that's why. Yeah, normal pretty much ear piercings, most people know about them. No issues at all. Sometimes I have jewelry in them, sometimes I don't. They never close up, as ear piercings don't on me. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about them. So now I guess on to the face. First facial piercing I ever got was my nose piercing. Gosh, I got that done I think when I was 15 or 16, I can't remember. So I've had this for a long time now, and no issues with it at all. When I first got it done, I think I've done a whole, I'll link them down below actually. I've done like separate videos on like nose piercings, what my septum piercings like, to give you kind of further information about them if you guys are planning on getting them done. But I will kind of just briefly give you the lowdown now. When I first got it done, because I was in high school, I had to keep like taking it out and putting it back in, which did kind of infect it a bit at the start. But obviously back when I went to school, there was lots of issues with like body piercings and stuff, which is stupid in my opinion, but I wasn't allowed to have it in. But yeah, I used to wear a hoop and everything. I have no issues changing it now. I usually just keep it as a stud though, and yeah, no issues at all. It's just a really kind of basic piercing, and yeah, nose piercings just pretty much look cute on anyone at any age. And yeah, if you are kind of branching into the whole facial piercing kind of world, I definitely say your nose is a good way to kind of start. So the next one I got, I believe, was my frenulum, which is my tongue web piercing. Yes, I still do have that in. A lot of people ask. So that is the webbing under your tongue that I got pierced. And yeah, it's a pretty odd one. A lot of people are like, why did you get that? What's the point in it? I don't know, I liked it. I've had this done now for, oh gosh, I think I was, again, 17 or 18 when I had this done. And I still have it. When I got it done, a lot of the piercers had said, and I looked up a lot about it before I got it done, they said that this piercing, because it's classed as a surface piercing, you'll be lucky to have it in for about a year, because your tongue web will kind of push it out and reject it. So I was like, oh, that's alright, no big deal, I'll have it for a couple of months and that'll be it. I still have it in, and it's been years and years. Like I said, I think I was 17 or 18 when I got it done, and I still have it, and I got no issues with that at all. When I first had it done, I had quite a long curved eyebrow bar in there, and I've now changed it. I changed it years ago to a straight kind of barbell. I'll kind of show you it now. I kind of forget it's there half the time. I have no issues with it at all. It healed super quickly as well, because it's obviously in the mouth piercings. All kind of oral piercings heal very fast. And yeah, getting it pierced was a bit fiddly, but it didn't hurt at all. It was just kind of how she had to clamp the webbing, kind of took a while. But yeah, no pain whatsoever. Obviously it's one that, you know, a lot of people are kind of like, why do you have it? But I still love it. I like how sometimes when I speak you can still kind of see it poking through, but other than that it's completely invisible. A lot of people are like, oh my god, I didn't even know you had that done. So I'll kind of just show you. I do have separate videos on that too. They're kind of old now, but I'll link them down below. But it is that in my mouth, if you guys can kind of see. I might insert a kind of close-up or something if you guys can't see it properly. But it's just pretty much the webbing under your tongue, the frenulum, which gets pierced. So yeah, I've had this for so long. Like I said, if you are thinking about getting this, when I read up about it, a lot of people said they don't last very long, so be aware of that. Every body is different, but I've had it for so long now and I just forget it's there, and no issues with it whatsoever, and yeah, I still really, really love it. The next one I got is my septum piercing. As I pretty much always wear this bar in there now. It's kind of like a curved, clipped, like diamante bar thing. I've had a bunch of different kind of septum jewelries for my septum. I used to wear the, I got it pierced, and the first jewelry they put in was the horseshoe one, and I wore that for years before I decided to change it up. And yeah, I love my septum piercing. I just think they're really cool, really edgy and fun. And yeah, pain wise, it kind of hurt a little bit because it's quite a thick gristle that I have to go through, but it wasn't unbearable. You find as well, when it like moves, when you first get it done, the first few weeks, because it scabs where the blood's around it, it sometimes felt like really horrible. Like, you know, I don't know, if you guys have your septum pierced, you'll know what I mean. Like when it scabs and the bar moves, and obviously where this is still healing, it kind of like hurts a little bit for a while. But I got no issues with it now at all. I have a ton of different septum jewelry, but this is the one I pretty much wear all the time. I take it out for work and I just wear a retainer in there. But other than that, I could completely wear no jewelry in it. I don't think it would ever really close up. And that's what I love about your septum, is you can literally hide it completely and people would have no idea you have it done, or you can wear really cool kind of funky jewelry in it. And yeah, I just think the septum's a nice one to have. Of course, personal preference, but I love my septum piercing. Again, I think I did a video on that, so you can check that out if you're interested. But yeah, septum piercing. And my last ones are my cheek piercings. Again, I've done videos on my cheeks and stuff. I've done ones years ago when I got them done, and yeah, like you can see the difference. I used to have to wear really long bars in them while they're healing. I will say you need to think long and hard before you get your cheeks done. I did. Because it's a deep tissue piercing, it takes a very long time for them to heal. You do have to wear really ugly long bars in for such a long period of time as well, because it takes ages for the swelling to go down. So just make sure you do your research. I go over that further in other videos that I've done. Like I said, they're a bit old, but no information's changed really. And I also get a lot of people have said shit on my other videos about the types of bars I wear. It's entirely up to you what bars you wear. I'm just going by what my body piercer has always recommended me, and I still wear them today and I've had no issues at all. So if you're going to comment and be like, you're wearing the wrong bars, then shut the fuck up. I don't care about your opinion. So I wear your normal kind of tongue barbells. So I got a ball this side and a ball that side. A lot of people say that is wrong. You should be wearing a flat Librette barbell. So the Librette bars have a flat like a flat kind of disc, I guess you could say, on the inside of your mouth, and then you have the ball on the outside. I was recommended to always kind of wear the tongue bars. She said you can switch it up if you want in the future, but she also had her cheek pierced, my body piercer, and she said I've had mine done for years and years and years, and I always wear the tongue bars because number one, you don't have an issue with then, if you do get swelling, your cheek eating the flat surface, because a lot of people do get issues with the flatness on the flat kind of disc on the inside of your mouth. If it's too tight to your cheek will grow around it. So I've got really thick chubby cheeks as well, so I just personally feel more comfortable with having the tongue bars in. They don't clank against my teeth. I've sized down now. I can't remember exactly how long my bars are, but you can size down pretty much to your cheek width. I always recommend, as you start sizing down, to go back to your body piercer, because they will measure the correct bar length for your cheeks. You always have to be careful, because if you have bars too tight for your cheeks and it swells, you'll have a lot of problems. So that's what I mean. Do your research before you get your cheeks done. I've had mine done for years and years and years now. I can't remember how old I was. I think I was about 17 or 18 when I got my cheeks pierced. I thought long and hard about it. I'd been thinking about it for years before I actually got it done, and no regrets so far. I absolutely love them, and I wear different size balls. I sometimes wear Diamante balls. I wear clear balls for work, because obviously at work I can't really wear my cheeks. My normal balls. I have different sizes. These are kind of my smaller balls, so they look a bit neater on the face. You also obviously need to be aware that if you do get your cheeks pierced, because it's a deep tissue piercing, as soon as a hole's poked through your cheek, the tissue actually dies. I know it sounds kind of horrible, but that leaves you with a permanent dimple. So even if I take these out, the dimples that are there now aren't from my bars pulling in. They are just dimples, because the tissue from where the needle was poked through, it actually dies. That's why it takes so long for your cheeks to heal, and you have to really thoroughly wash them and clean them. I'm making it sound terrifying. You just have to be prepared for how much work goes into cheek piercings. I've said this in all my other piercing videos as well. They are hard work. Even still to this day, if I do accidentally, I had it a couple of weeks ago, if I accidentally knock my cheek, which is very rare, but if someone knocks my face and pulls my cheek too hard, sometimes my cheek will swell a little bit, and I'll get a little bit of a bump on there, and I've looked this up. It's completely normal. Obviously with any piercing, if you knock it really hard, they can get irritated, so you do have to watch that as well. And luckily, because my bars are now quite neat on my face, I don't have issues with knocking them and stuff, but it sometimes does happen, but yeah, you've still just got to be wary that they take a very long time to heal. I think it's like 6 to 12 months to fully heal your cheeks, and yeah, it's just one to really think about. I've been talking about them for ages now, so I'm going to kind of stop talking about them. But so I pretty much don't have any issues with them at all. The bars I have in now are completely fine for my face. Like I said, they don't clank against my teeth. They just sit there. Again, I hardly notice they're there. They're just a part of me now. And yeah, so just do your research if you do want to get them done, because even if I do ever decide to take them out, which probably one day I will, I'm going to be left with permanent dimples there. So you just need to be wary of that. If you want dimples, which is kind of what I wanted, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, just be prepared for that. So yeah, that's enough about my piercings, and that's pretty much all I've got. So pretty much since my last videos, the only update really was that I've stretched my ears a little bit bigger. I haven't got any other additional piercings, and there's not really anything else that I want, so I'm pretty much good with what I got for now. You never know, I might change my mind, but yeah, and I don't see myself taking them out in the foreseeable future, so we will just have to see. So I hope that kind of gave you guys some like rough information about it. Like I said, I have other videos about my piercings and stuff, so just check them out if you want further information. So now on to tattoos. I now have 6 tattoos, I believe. So I've had 2 new ones since my last video, which doesn't really seem that many, it's not really, but you guys know I plan to get a lot of tattoos, and yeah, so I'll just kind of go on to it, and I'll insert kind of pictures or whatever, close-ups, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet, just to kind of show you them closer and stuff. So I guess I'll kind of go in order. So my first tattoo I ever got, I was 18, so I was the legal age, and I always recommend to wait till you're the legal age to get tattoos, because yeah, you know you're going to a legit parlour then. So I always, even when I was younger, was like, first tattoo I'm going to get is paw prints, because you guys know I love animals, I always have loved animals, I work with animals, and yeah, I just love them. So I got paw prints, and my plan was to get paw prints wrapped around my kind of wrist and hand, which is what I did. So I've got different size paw prints, smaller ones, larger ones, that wrap around my wrist and go onto my hand. This is probably the tattoo I get the most comments on, if I'm honest. So many people are like, oh, that's so cool, especially in my job where I work. Like, I work with dogs, I work in a doggy daycare, and everyone comments like, oh my god, did you get that done for this job? And I'm like, no, I got this done years before, because I just love animals. And this is the one, like, a lot of people are like, oh, they're so cute, because I feel like anyone can get paw prints. They're just such a simple, yeah, a simple piece. And I just kind of, so I kind of just looked up exactly the kind of paw that I wanted, and just literally made a little design around my hand, and she tattooed it. So yeah, absolutely love this. I got this done back when I lived in Australia, and yeah, love it. And this, like I said, this tattoo is quite a few years old now, and to be fair, the black ink has stayed in my skin really well, and I've had no issues with it, and they're still quite dark, so I always heard black ink can, like, jet black pieces can fade quite quickly and go a bit patchy, but all mine are pretty good, touch wood. So yes, that's my paw prints. The next one I got, I believe I got when I was 18 as well. I got this just a few months after I got my paw prints, and this one is my, I don't know if you guys can see it where I am, my treble clef in a frame on my arm here. This one also has meaning, so this one kind of is to represent my love for music. I used to kind of do gigs and sing. I had a vocal teacher, and I used to write music, so I even like recorded a couple of tracks as well in a studio, and I was really just big into, obviously, amateur stuff here, but I was just really big into music. I still am. I don't really sing or do songwriting anymore, just kind of lost my muse. Life's a bit too busy to do that these days, but when I was younger, I just love it. And even though I, again, don't sing and songwrite anymore, it's just still a part of my past and my history, and I still will just always love music. I'm forever looking for new music, new discoveries, and when people ask me what type of music you like, I love absolutely everything. Like, I listen to metal music, I listen to your pop music, I listen to like rock, I listen to R&B, rap. Like, there's not a genre that I don't really like. I don't really like country music, I guess you could say, but like, I just love everything, and I just think music's just an amazing art form, and this kind of represents that. And I just loved how it's done. You guys know me, I love colourful pieces, so I wanted like a vintage looking frame, so it's kind of golden, and then I had this kind of pink to blue ombre effect. through it with the treble clef in the middle, and also in the background you can kind of see other faint music notes that he kind of did there with like diluted black ink, so kind of gives an extra kind of effect to it. But yeah, love this piece. Not much more to say about it, but yeah, still love it to this day, and no regrets so far on it. So yeah, that is that one. Oh, I didn't go through pain as well. The pain for this one, this area does not hurt at all. This piece probably took like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it was really really tolerable. I don't know how you say it, but I could tolerate the pain. It's a nice area to get done, and to be fair, a lot of people said your hands hurt. I've only got a bit on my hand, I guess, but my paw prints also, I didn't mention, they didn't hurt at all either for me personally. So my next one I then got before my, just before, I think it was the day before my 20th birthday, I believe. I think it was anyway. That is my roses on my upper arm. This is another one that I've just planned for years. I always said I want some roses kind of on my shoulder. I know a lot of people kind of get roses on their shoulder. I just think it's a really nice placement for roses. So I have like 3 roses here, kind of the perfect shirt to be wearing right now. And I love yellow roses. They're like my ultimate favorite rose. Like, I don't know why, just yellow roses make me so happy, and roses are also my favorite flower. So I thought instead of just doing your block yellow rose, I thought I'd add some pink in there as well. And I have actually seen pink and yellow kind of ombre roses as well. It's so pretty. So I got kind of pink and yellow roses here, and they've got some really nice kind of turquoisey green leaves coming out of it with like water speckles, and I absolutely love this one. This is probably one of my absolute favourite tattoos, if I'm honest with you. And yeah, it's faded nicely into the skin. It's just healed really nicely. Pain for this one wasn't too bad. The only thing that was a bit awkward was when your tattoos are finished and they swell. Obviously, because it's on my shoulder, like I couldn't lift my arm like fully upright for like about a week, but it's not really a problem. And yeah, it healed very nicely. I'm super happy with it. And yeah, that is my roses. Pain wise, it didn't really hurt at all, and yeah, I think this took about 3 or 4 hours because it's quite a detailed piece. And yeah, that is my roses. So I can't obviously show you, because I'm wearing jeans, my 4th tattoo because it's on my thigh. But I'll insert pictures or a close-up or whatever of it for you. And that is my Flamingo Piece on my thigh. So this one was designed that my tattoo artist kind of designed and put up for grabs, and I thought, oh my god, I absolutely love it. I love flamingos, so I'm going to get that piece. So that one wasn't custom designed for me or anything. She just designed it, and I wanted it. So it was kind of like a flash design she'd done. And snatched it up, and I decided to get it on my thigh. It's a fairly big piece, and it's quite detailed, so this piece took about, again, 3 or 4 hours, maybe even longer, I can't really remember. And she did it, she didn't know really what colours we were going to do. I just let her kind of take like grips on it and do whatever colour she wanted, and absolutely love it. It's just really colourful. There's a beautiful big blue rose there in the kind of diamond frame behind it. It's all yellow. The flamingo is really pink and really pretty, and I just absolutely love this piece. Again, healed really well. Pain on your thigh doesn't hurt at all personally. Well, obviously all tattoos hurt, but it was wasn't a bad pain at all. And yeah, I just absolutely love this one. When people are like, why did you get a flamingo? Again, this piece doesn't have meaning. My other pieces you'll now see kind of get off the whole meaning aspect of things. So yeah, it doesn't really have meaning to me, but I do like flamingos, and I think it's an absolutely gorgeous piece of art. And yeah, absolutely love it. This is one of my favourite pieces. It's just so funky and so cool, and like flamingos, they're not even exactly a very pretty bird, but they're full of character, and I always love flamingos, just always and forever will. And you know, I'm pink at heart, so it's perfect for me, and absolutely love it. My next one again is on my back, so I'm not going to be able to show you. Oh, I didn't also say I got my flamingo done last year. I think it was like mid to end of last year. This one I got a couple of months ago, and that is a mandala. Again, that my tattoo artist kind of, or one of the tattoo artists I use, she just designed, she put a bunch of mandalas up for grabs, and I saw she did a watercolor one, so completely caught my eye, grabbed that one up. I love mandalas, they're absolutely gorgeous tattoos, they're so detailed, so amazing, and the fact that it was watercolored, I had to snatch it up because you know me, I love coloured tattoos. So I decided to get this placed on my back, so it's pretty much between my shoulder blades and just below my neck, and it was kind of the perfect placement for it. I wasn't sure whether to get it on the back of my shoulder or like in the centre, and I got it in the centre, and I completely love the placement of it. So this one was, it took quite a while. I think it was again 3-4 hours because it's such a detailed piece. Mandalas take a long time to do because they're so detailed, and yeah, so she did all the line work first, and this one was probably my most painful tattoo, if I'm honest. It wasn't too bad, however, because she'd done all the line work, and then she had to shade and colour over it to do the watercolour. When she coloured the watercolour over the black ink she'd just done, it killed, I'm not gonna lie. It was probably, I still sat there, I took it, but it did hurt towards the end because obviously it wasn't just a plain mandala, she had to scribble all watercolour over it, so that bit did hurt, but other than that the placement wasn't too bad. Of course it just depends what you're getting done and how much colour you get put into it, but again I'll kind of have to like film this or kind of insert a picture because I can't really show you on my back. This one was probably like the least awkward place for me sleeping wise and just healing, and it healed perfectly fine, and yeah, it's probably the easiest healing wise for me personally, but it was probably the most painful. But yeah, absolutely love it. It's absolutely gorgeous piece, and I just love mandalas, and I might even get more done in the future because there's so many different designs that you can do with them. And my last one I've literally had for a month now, I think, and that is this one. On my upper kind of forearm area here. So I've always wanted a skull kind of piece, and I love the whole skull floral kind of things. You guys know I love flowers and stuff, so I just kind of, this was again a random one, no meaning towards it whatsoever. My mum was a bit like, why do you want a skull? They're so morbid, that's like dark, but even she was quite happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I got this done more local to me as well, so this is like, I've had 3 different tattoo artists do my pieces in total. No, actually 4, sorry. And yeah, he was really good, and I'm definitely going to use him in the future as well. He has a very traditional vibe to his work, so he's done this skull here, and he just did the whole design himself. I was like, I want skull roses, do something for me, I want it colourful. First design he did was perfect, and we kind of were like tossing up then, oh, what colour should we do the flowers? And I thought, well, I got pink roses, I got a blue rose on my leg, so let's do a red rose. So I had your traditional red rose here, and then we added some lavender purple flowers and a pretty yellow one. And I just love this piece. It's quite edgy, quite funky. This is probably like kind of my darkest piece of the bunch, kind of like, I mean, darker vibe, because obviously it's a skull. All my other stuff is quite pretty and funky, but I love so many different types of tattoos. So yeah, this one again has no meaning, but I just think it's beautiful, and I feel like a lot of people will kind of scrutinize you on like, there's no point getting tattoos if they don't mean anything to you. I feel like if you like the concept of something and you like the whole art form of it, there is nothing wrong with getting something that you find beautiful tattooed on you. And yeah, that was my last piece. Placement, again, it didn't hurt at all, and again, it was really easy to heal as well. It's fully healed now, and yeah, absolutely love it. So that is it for my kind of updated tattoos and piercings. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, that's it, I guess, for another year now, so until I get more. So yeah, please no hate on this video. I know a lot of people will be like, making comments about something that I've got done, because that always happens, but each to their own. Everyone is their own individual human being, and we're not all gonna like the same things, so you know, keep your opinions to yourself, But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it gave you more of an insight on me and who I am. I really love kind of doing videos like this for you guys. So yeah, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. There'll be links down below to my piercing videos and stuff. I even have a video playlist for my piercings and all that, so you can check that out. And if you want further information about things. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. There are the links down below to my social networking sites and my Snapchat as well, so make sure you check out the description box. Yeah, that's it. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day.